looking away to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Martin. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The run inside. It's Hughes. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Keep it on the ground. Could be an alley. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
Looking for a gap. It's Hughes. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Back to throw, it's Wegman. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and in touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, and that's a timing route. You throw those out routes to your receivers, and he gets out of his break, and he gets his head around, and ideally you want him to get his head around right in time to catch that football, and you could just tell he didn't get comfortable, didn't get his hands around, his head around in the right time, and he just gets a drop.
Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. He's inside the 35. They'll spot it at the 34. Not enough for the first down, and let's see what they do on 4th. Offense changing the play. On 4th down, looking to pass. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off. The Cougars go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking for a crease. It's Sanford. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Offensively, you want to run that counter, right, to try to take advantage of hyperactive defenses, but just poor execution. Not a good job of understanding where I need to go when I bounce that thing backside and it bounced outside. You want to take that thing inside, so the offense needs to operate a little bit better and maybe not run as much counter because the defense got in there pretty quick.
To the air, it's Wegman. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They converted fourth down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Keeps it on the bootleg. Gets rid of it. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Yeah, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these fourth downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry. And he's able to bounce off one time. A solid pickup.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, trying to find that physicality. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana. Everybody wants to come there, and you can tell they always find great talent, and they're always able to run the football.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Moving away from pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, he scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
The give to Caden Durham. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. LSU quick to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this.
He wants to go deep. Goes high to pull it in. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
Back to pass, it's Levitt. Lets it go to the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Rides the back and leaves it. Gain of 2 on the play sets up 3rd and 8.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Right back to him on the ground. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He wants to change this route. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Houston will be forced to punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. But the ball pops out on the return.
Returners don't get many shots, right? Like, they only get a few shots a game. They want to maximize it. You're not going to get any shots if you don't secure the football. Got to take care of the football, big fella.
Offense in a split backfield. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Pulls it in, it's Green. Oh, he's got some space. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
Man, you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and the level the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed over the middle, it's Walker. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Cougars! They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Coming out with it, it's Harris. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. They'll start on the ground with Dura. Makes it past the marker. Turning it on.
And that is going to leave the head coach scratching his head. The final play of the first half, your opponent runs the ball, and you can't tackle him and get him down with all those bodies back playing prevent. That is a terrible job of defense, and to add insult to injury, you've now given up the lead.
Extra point here will tie the game. Looking to pass. It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. And here's a fumble way behind the line. inside the 50. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. Just about set to start the second half. Houston will kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Harris. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this third quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if you're on offense, let's just stay out of our way and find out what happens here in the second half. We're not even giving ourselves a chance because we keep turning the football over. If we can do that, we've got a chance to come back in this game.
I think it's a crazy balance between being really aggressive in the second half and finding ways to make plays, but also not shoot ourselves in the foot, right? Like, they didn't live well on that in the first half. Let's see if they can be a little bit more aggressive while still taking care of the football.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Buying some time. Throwing right. Makes the grab. It's Green. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. And the Tigers want to crank the tempo. The give to Caden Durham. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second-half turnover, and Cash breaks into the open. Got enough for the first.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Got his man on the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm now.
They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. This will be a second time they've had to kick it away. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Moves around to clear up the vision.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The give to Caden Durham. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Wants to fire on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Harris. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Tiger! With that, they grab the lead here in the second half.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They get it into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. The lead stands at 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Martin. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out to the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Quarterback making checks. Motion from the wideout. Fights off a defender. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
And that's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play. Now you have to make him earn it now in the next down.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. So now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Scanning the field, it's Wegman. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Man, we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They've got the screen set up. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And it's something you learn as a pass rusher all the time, man. If I beat that tackle immediately right away, there's usually a reason. They're wanting me to run upfield. He plays the screen beautifully. The defensive end stays home, sees it, makes a tackle on the running back, and prevents the big play.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He spins that thing down the middle. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that fourth down stop and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the fourth quarter to get me the football back.
So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and, of course, the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Sets up the screen. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
Nice job executing the 4-minute offense. You know, they practice this throughout the week, having a lead late in the game, running plays to just get enough to get first downs to stay on the field, and they're executing this 4-minute offense to perfection.
Stop behind the line of scrimmage. It is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Running inside. It's Berry. Lowers those pads. They'll be dragged down, but not before. He's put the finishing touches on a win for his team. He's looking to throw. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
The defense did a really nice job on that play, closing in on the intended target. They had 2 guys near that ball.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Fielded in the end zone. It's Martin. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Pocket breaking down. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. He's looking downfield to throw. It's complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And this is not decision time.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He wants a big play here late. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation where you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Back to pass on second down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. Looking for a man. It's Levitt. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. Fielded in the end zone, it's Martin. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into...
Goes high to pull it in. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Here's a throw downfield late. Intercepted deep in his own end. He'll try to take it back. And he goes to the ground, and that's how this game is going to end. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected